Okay, so not putting the second line for the trailer hitch electrics yet, so these are still bare. So there's a third, a Y branch got to go in there. That's the spare earth line for the chassis, and still got to put connectors on these. That's for the fuel sensor and the water sensor in fuel. The actual cable will be getting shortened to the right length, and then all of this with the waterproof seal tucks in there, and there'll be second gland to run out for the other wiring. And the waterproof connectors, this one is for the reversing light, because you actually need 8 lines to supply the lighting rig, and the cable is a standard one, so only has 7 lines. So each section that adds on will have another bridging bit, so that's still got to be wired in, self-amalgamating tape probably to seal onto the main cable. And that's the connector there. There's still a bit more work to be done, plus the paint spraying, but essentially got the main electrics there, secondary option which may or may not be used, and then the trailer hitch will probably be down on the trailer extension. It's the mechanical one. Okay, so lighting test. Right, ignition on, and indicators. Now the light gantry is upside down at the moment, so that's flashing. Yep, so that's okay. Right, and flashing left. Side lights or headlights on, and looks like we've got a fault again. So I had this the other night when I was testing this. Just a bad connection somewhere. Yep. So need to sort that out. There seems to be an intermittent connection on the power supply. Now the odd thing is that when I'm tapping that, that should just affect the bulb, but it seems to take out the tail light. Both the left hand tail light and the number plate indicators, so definitely need to sort that out, make sure it's continuous. Now, fog lights. And that's main beam on, main beam off. Okay, so main beam on and using the fog light switch. There we go. Lights off and hazards. So, all good. The only thing which isn't at the moment working, I'm in reverse, but the reverse gear light, which I've actually checked the light itself, won't work until that cable is connected up. Now I may have marked down which one's the reverse. Reversing light, yep. So if it does work, got the ignition on at the moment, we're in reverse, the lights themselves are off. So if I hardwire reversing light onto there, we should have a reversing light. Yep, so reversing lights are fine. Right, so lighting test, all good and well. There's cable ties, I've ordered up red ones to get a neat effect, so these have all got to be tidied in. A wee bit more work on that. That's pretty well there, but again, waterproof connector, that's for the number plate illumination. Again, a cable tie arrangement there, that comes round, and there's a short tail. So when you're putting on the extensions, you disconnect the reversing light, and each extension is hardwired with its own extension cable for the reversing, so that whether you've got the motorcycle carrier, which comes back to about there, or if you've got the carrier for 8x4 foot sheets of plasterboard, etc., keeps the full lighting array. Also got to put in the cabling for video cameras, mainly for off-road. They're handy enough for parking, but essentially for off-road. And then more cabling in there. Mains option for when I've got the mains generator, electrical box, I'm not sure how I'm doing that yet. And floodlights and a few other work lights.